one of the funniest law in Singapore is that
Okay, I think one thing recently that has been quite, I would say, viral on the internet is a lot of foreigners doesn't know that we. Today I'm in Singapore and I'm gonna ask people here about the biggest stones in Singapore. Singapore is known for strict rules, right? Make sure you watch this video before coming to Singapore. Let's find out what we should avoid. On this channel, I share all kinds of stories and insights from around the world, giving you a chance to discover something new every time. Okay, let's jump right into it. What's something people should never do in Singapore?
I think Singapore is quite strict lah. So you, if you litter, then you get caught lah. You get fined here. So I think recently there's some new rules whereby you cannot be too noisy in the bus. You cannot be too rude to the bus driver, people in the service line, or even at home. When you shouldn't play your music too loudly. When neighbors complain, right? Then sometimes there'll be the authorities will step in. You say, oh, can you lower your volume? You know, after a certain time, 10 p.m. you cannot play loud music. You know, things like that. It's to make the environment easier, nicer for people.
I feel like, okay, this is a strange one, but I feel like when you're at the train station, you should never walk slowly because everyone walks very fast there. So you have to keep up to pace with everyone else, and like you just wanna. It's kind of part of the hustle culture here. Just walking fast and like being really efficient. So yeah, don't walk slowly. I think another thing is like just not being a public nuisance. So everyone's quite I guess harmonious and like cohesive here. So just maintaining like good integrity or like good public image as well. So when you're outside, don't be super loud. Just follow along and do your thing, but don't be like a disruption to everyone else. So
eating durian on the train
Okay, yeah.
and littering.
Littering. There are a lot of garbage can. People do it. Is it common to litter?
I don't think so, but still it's just illegal.
Okay.
One of the funniest law in Singapore is that it's illegal to not flush toilets.
Flush toilet.
It's illegal to not flush. But you know, nobody checks and nobody enforces it.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Not to flush is illegal.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
I also didn't know that, but my boyfriend's a lawyer, so.
Okay, I see.
Never cut queue. Yeah.
Never cut queue.
Yeah, as you can see, Singaporeans love to queue here.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
for even for food, for public transport.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the culture here. So I
Okay.
would say these are the three things that you should never do.
I see.
Oh, actually, the first one, never litter in Singapore is subject to fine. So you shouldn't do that. As well as do not make any nuisance or any disturbance in public area or public transport. That is subject to fine as well. Yeah. So for example, in an MRT or train, you're not supposed to open the music out loud or talk out loud. Yeah.
Okay.
Perhaps wearing too like scandalous things, but I think that one's still a gray area. But yeah, but of course there's all the rules like the chewing gum, or there's rules everywhere. I mean, like the public transport cannot bring durian, etc. Yeah.
Do you think it is too strict?
Too strict here.
Strict?
I think rules are good. Yeah, it's definitely stricter than other places, but they do keep the country, you know, clean and everything. Yeah, maybe because all of us grew up following the rules, so we're kind of used to it. Yeah, compared to other countries, maybe not so used to it. But I think it does keep the country orderly. So.
Yeah, well, I think something that a lot of foreigners would find a bit surprising about Singapore is that vapes are illegal here. Yeah, so I've had a few people come to me before and they ask me, oh, can I smoke here? And then they pull out a vape, you know? So I think that's quite a hot topic now as well. So yeah, that's one of the surprising things.
Is it okay to smoke in public?
Well, it depends on where you are at. So in the CBD area, in the city area, there are yellow boxes that, yeah. And I think one fun fact about that smoking area is that there are people who have been fined for having 1 foot out of the yellow line before. So they are quite strict on that.
Next question. What's something people shouldn't know before coming to Singapore? Culturally, historically and stuff?
it's our local language, Singlish. So we tend to use like a lot of la, li, law after at the end of a sentence, and it's something like, you know, because I'm guessing you're Japanese, right?
Yeah,
it's something. It's something like, you know, when you say des at the end of the sentence. So we sometimes mix a bit of Chinese, English, Malay. Yeah. Then I guess if you are interested in trying the local like drinks, like the taping, right? Then I guess you can look up at like the different like ways, like taping kosong means like no sugar. Yeah, those kind of things.
I see. It's something, you know, other English speakers never know, right?
Yeah, it's like our local thing.
I think Singapore is quite diversified, so you have all sorts of people from different races. So if you like different type of food and cuisine, you have that here. So you have Chinese food, you have Indian food, Malay food, and even different kinds of food lah. So you have different type of people here. So I think that is culturally diverse. But I think Singapore is sometimes too hot. One thing they should know: there's only one season here, so it's only hot. Hot or very hot.
Yeah, I think so.
And the other thing which came to mind is I think the weather is unpredictable. While it's hot today, sometimes out of the blue, lunchtime it can rain. Right, so I think it's good to know that the weather is unpredictable. The weather forecast is not accurate here. It's not like Japan, right? It tells you it will rain at 9 o'clock in the morning the next day. It will actually rain at 9 o'clock. But Singapore, it unpredictable.
Well, there's lots of food to try here. I think for us locals, that's the main form of entertainment for us, because there's nothing much to do in terms of like leisure, sports, nature, you know. So I think a lot of us just go around hunting for food. So there's lots of good food to find, lots of different cultures integrated into the society. So I think that's, if you're visiting Singapore, definitely look for food.
Okay, I think one thing recently that has been quite, I would say, viral on the internet is a lot of foreigners doesn't know that we in Singapore, when we are at like hawker center, a coffee shop, we used to, what we call is to reserve the table. We call it chop the table. So we will use our personal belongings, items, for example, tissue papers, even your phone cover, your phone, some of them they use a phone, to actually reserve the table. So once you see that on a table, it means that someone has reserved that table because they are going to the store to order food and buy food, so they will come back for that table. I think that's a very important tip for foreigners, because I think a lot of people doesn't know that. So they thought, for example, people put a tissue on that, they thought it's free for the customer, you know, but actually it's actually chopped by another person already. So I think that's a very typical Singaporean culture here that I think foreigners should know.
I think Singapore it's not all, like, you know, here is very modern, very new. It's not all that. We have a lot of neighborhoods. So maybe that can like adjust your expectations. For example, my dad, when he came from Indonesia, he thought Singapore was all like this, like Orchard, where it's very modern. He got a bit of a shock when he saw like the neighborhoods, which are a bit more like not so new. But it's also where our culture is, like the hawker centers and all the traditional things. Yeah, so we should know that Singapore is not just, you know, from Crazy Rich Asians, that kind of like lifestyle. There's a lot of like normal neighborhood stuff here.
One thing is it's a very clean and safe place. So I think like it's somewhere where anyone can enjoy, and it's also English speaking, so it opens a lot of doors for like foreigners that may not know other languages. And I think culturally, Singapore is quite multicultural. There's a lot of different cuisines, there's a lot of different tourist attractions, and you can pretty much find any sort of like cultural niche here. So whether that's like Little India or Chinatown, there's always something to like explore, and it's not one-dimensional. So even like the Korean food, the Japanese food, all super good and very like authentic as well.
Okay. Last question. Where do you recommend going for sightseeing in Singapore?
Sightseeing. So, I mean, Marina Bay is definitely one. I think it's right behind us. Yeah. So, you can go to the Flyer over there, the Super Trees.
Super trees.
There is also the Flower Dome. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that one?
Yeah, it's like an enclosed kind of greenhouse, environmentally controlled. Yeah, it's quite beautiful.
Oh yeah.
But to be honest, as a local, I've only been there once. So other than that, maybe you can head over to Resorts World Sentosa. Yeah, I would say Singapore is really more for food tourism than sightseeing.
Marina Bay Sands is quite nice. I mean, that's just a very classical tourist area. Otherwise, if you go to like Haji Lane, there's a lot of quaint cafes there, and you can see a lot of good like more retro things. Yeah.
Oh, okay. For me personally, the place I love the most in Singapore is Changi Airport. I think it's one of the best airports in the world, and it is really refreshing and it's modern at the same time. So I would recommend all tourists to. I mean, of course, that's the first place that they reach when they arrive in Singapore, right? Changi Airport. But I think they should spend more time wandering around all the terminals. Yeah. So that's my opinion.
I think the classic would definitely be here for the skylines and everything. If not, some people like to go to maybe Haji Lane. Yeah, like near Bugis. It's very colorful street with a lot of like cafes. So maybe for the youngsters, they like that. Otherwise, I think on days like this where it's a bit cloudy, can go to Botanic Gardens. To just enjoy. Of course, it's not the same nature as other countries, but it's quite peaceful as well. Yeah. Or else you can go to Juchiat for good food. I think Singapore is mostly for the food. I do think that we have quite a lot of good food, especially in the recent years, because people start bringing in things from other countries. And for example, I think pizza was quite a big trend here last year. A lot of new pizza places, which are really good. I just had pizza for lunch as well. Yeah, so I think for food, you can go to Juchiat and New Baru as well. Those are newer areas in Singapore. Yeah, other than this one.
Gardens by the Bay.
What kind of spot is it?
Oh, it's like a nature like flower dome. That's very, very pretty.
Is it closer to this place?
Yes, it's at Marina Bay Sands.
Okay, close to here.
Yeah. Actually, you can walk. It's like
really?
there. You know, like the building if you walk past it, that's where the Gardens by the Bay is.
I can find it.
Yes.
Okay, I see. Thanks for watching so far. How was it? That was pretty interesting. If you guys like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment below. If you have countries that you want me to go, please let me know. See you next time.